to everyone, welcome to Tech Easy. In the previous videos, the tutorial 1 and tutorial 2, I have shown you how you can add some parts to the scene or the objects to the scene, and in the next video I have shown you how you can print hello world scripting, and in this video I'll tell you how you can give movement for the object. See here, this sphere is just doing the ping pong movement, and this object, see here, this currently is moving, just moving into the forward direction. Okay, so how you can do this? First of all, let me stop the gameplay. Right, for this I'm going to for you to clearly explain, what I'll do is I'll delete all the scripts and I'll start from the scratch, so there are no scripts. First of all, let me play and show you one. So it's still moving, right? What I'll do is I'll be selecting this object, right? I'll be selecting this, and under this there is a script, right? I'll be deleting this one also. So now let us check. All the scripts have been deleted, so there is no movement, right? Now in order to give the movement, what you can do is select that particular object for which you want to give the movement. Okay, I selected this, right? As soon as you select this, click on the script and click on the script here. So a new script tab will be opened, and with respect to this part, a script will be added here. The first thing you need to do is right click and click on rename, and for this script I am renaming as ping pong movement. Any name you can give. Okay, see, ping pong movement. And here I asked Google Gemini AI to give me the ping pong movement for an object in Roblox Studio, so it gave me this. Anyway, I am going to explain this code for you. For now, just copy this code, and here just paste it, and without even saving this script, just play the game once. Now okay, see here, it is doing the ping pong movement. So I'll be stopping the gameplay, and in the scene for the next object, for this object, what I'll do is I'll take another script and I'll be renaming this as forward movement. Okay, hit enter, and for this I again asked for the Google to move a object in Roblox Studio, and I got this code, and now I'll be testing this. Yeah, this is moving, right? If you observe, this is moving. So in this way you can give the movement for objects in this Roblox Studio. Okay, now I'll stop this and explain the code for you. Okay, the ping pong movement. See here, to declare the variables, we'll use this word called local. Local in the sense, this particular variable, that may be x, y, z, speed, distance, anything, is confined to this script only. Means if this script wants to access this particular speed, the what is it, what we call this as actually, yeah, we call it a scope. So here the scope is only ended with this script only. If this script want to access that particular variable in another script, that should be a global variable. So for whatever we use local variables, for that declaration we'll use local keyword and we'll give some x, y, z keyword, sorry, variable names. Okay, this is the Lua language used in Roblox Studio. Pardon me if I pronounce it in wrong. Okay, whichever keyword you use, there will be recommendations or the drop downs will be shown immediately to you, so you can make use of that. So here path, speed, distance are three variables, and script.parent, this means this script.parent means this script is under this part, right? So all the script will be applied to this particular object, that is the meaning. And speed I gave it to 2, you can make it like 3 or 1.5. and distance, distance in the sense the amount of distance it is traveling, right? This one, this is 13. Okay, say for example if I make it to 23 now, sorry, if I test this, sorry, yeah, see, it is moving furthermore. So in this way you can tweak the values here. And there is another variable, start position, and part is the default keyword. Okay, part is not the variable. Okay, this is the predefined keyword. Okay, keyword or the variable you can say. But if you keep the dot, you will get the attributes of this. You can just check all the attributes, and I want the position, as I want the starting position here, I am taking part dot position, so that in the scene this is the starting position, right? This xyz coordinate values will be what is this, stored in this start position. Okay, likewise you can use this. And all of you know the while loop means until this gets false the action will be repeated. For us the ping pong movement should be forever in the sense unlimited time, so we gave like while loop. So this will continuously do the ping pong movement. And local offset is another variable, and we use sign, math.sign. Okay, this is one more predefined variable or the method or the function, you can say math dot. There are different functions, right? All these functions you can use for the mathematical calculations. In this we particularly use sign because sign values usually returns like 0 or 1, positive 1, minus 1 and 0. So the movement from here it is going to this point and this point, right? That is happening just because of this sine function. Okay, sine function, this is the time, and speed is the variable we have given 3, right? If we give like 0.5, it will move very slowly. Okay, yeah, like this. So yeah, speed into distance, and we are updating the position. Okay, we are adding the start position plus the new position. And see here vector 3 dot, this is also a predefined function or the method which is predefined in the library, and this is the new values of x, y, z coordinates. See, if we give this offset here in the y position, okay, and this as the 0 for x position, immediately the sphere will be doing top to down movement. Yeah, see here, that's what we have changed the coordinates from x to y, right? That's the reason it is going top and to the bottom. Likewise you can try it with z position also, xyz position. So coming to the forward movement, this is also same, these are local variables, and is the speed, and again a while loop, and CFrame is for the movement. Actually we can use another methods also, but in this we are using CFrame. Part.CFrame is equal to part.CFrame plus another movement, means this continuously moves forwards, right? Yeah, CFrame.LookVector into speed. Speed means this is multiplied by this variable, means if I give like maybe if I give like 1, it will immediately forwards and very speed. See here, it goes very speed. In this way you can give the movements, and I just ask the what is this, give Roblox Studio code for moving a object. Okay, if you ask like this, you will get some code. You can tweak the value. See here, this also you can use, actually very short code. Okay, instead of this you can just use this code just for the testing and learning purpose. Okay, anyway you can only write by yourself. See here, the values were directly provided here. Instead you can give like 0. I'm just going with the x coordinate. Okay, see, this is moving like this. So if you do have any other questions, you can just ask in the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a